It's been the home of the Chiefs since 1972. GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go from KC. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it here. It's Samaje P-Rock. And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And there does come some danger when you throw back across. But in this case, it's a big completion.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And 3rd down coming up. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
So the Eagles will use their first time out here. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Hurts. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. Now it's going to be third down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On third down, it's Hurts. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. So 1 quarter in the... They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. On play action, Hurts. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. And, Greg, that is good play design there. Using the play fake to get the receiver time to get open.
And down here this close to the goal line, Mike, it doesn't take much. All you need is that linebacker or that defender to freeze for that split second. That's all you need to create separation, and that's an easy pitch and catch for a touchdown.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He finds DeAndre Hopkins for the catch. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
1st and 10 for Mahomes. He'll take a shot downfield for Kelsey. And this will be incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the intended target. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Throwing is Mahomes. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Kelsey opens his account, his first catch, and a first down to boot. 2 minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw again. A throw right side is intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football at their own 40.
And at this point on the sideline, Mike, it just has to feel like deja vu. I mean, really, the last 2 drives, same story. Continuing to drive, you have something brewing, and then you just stall out in the exact same fashion. You can't put the ball in harm's way. You're not going to win a lot of football games if you do.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. They get 24 on that one. Good for an Eagles first down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermine before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. To throw is Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the intended target. And it'll be 2nd down.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove. Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And If they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Right back to the air from Mahomes. That's caught right side. It's Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. To the sideline, he's got Hopkins. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
This is just like recess, just playing one-on-one football and saying, all right, I'm throwing you the ball. You got to go get open. This is a great job by the receiver selling it at the top of his route. The defender thought he was defending a deep ball. He sticks his foot in the ground and comes back. Well-timed, well-executed, and a nice pickup.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. Here's Mahomes. That's going to be incomplete. They say no to the field goal, but that backfires. They're going to come away with nothing as this first half comes to an end. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I think we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the third quarter begins. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Here's first and 10. To throw, Hurts. Oh, he's got a man. His tight end, Goddard. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And he'll be taken down.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike. Touchdown, field goal, but either way, I'm coming away with points.
It's back at the 8 now for second and goal. Now it's Hurts. That one, take it in, middle of the end zone. Dallas Goedert, touchdown Philadelphia.
So when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, the offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there and let the quarterback get a really good picture. Where are the holes in the coverage? Where are the one-on-one matchups that I like? And let's put this ball in the quarterback's hand, let him make a good decision, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On first down, it's Mahomes. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. It's second down.
Entering accessibility screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
The cannons of the pirate ship ready to fire in the north end zone. We can only be one place. Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa, the home of the Buccaneers. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set And off we go here on EA Sports. Josh Downs now. Oh, no, right at the start, he loses the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
When we met with these coaches during the week, Mike, they told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early. And we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Richardson going to get it quickly out to Downs. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. On play action, Richardson. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. Open man, right side. He's got it. 17 yards on that connection. 1st down, Indianapolis.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Well, think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target, but I don't think it's going to be his last.
A 2nd down throw for Richardson. He keeps it himself. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have 1st and goal.
A run on 1st and goal. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Ray Sermon. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Matt Gay on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Colts will take a 7-0 lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Thank you. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Right to the air. It's Mayfield. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Open man downfield. That's Godwin. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Now Mayfield. Now screen set up for Irvin. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And this is taken in by the defense.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Jonathan Taylor, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. From the gun, Richardson. Open man downfield. It's Pittman. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 74 yards. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The extra point by Gay is good. And the Colts move out on top, 14-0. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. This pass is caught by Cade Otton. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Mayfield. That's over the middle of the tight end, Otton. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up 1st downs without getting to 3rd down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. And when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to 3rd and have it plays, that's when an offense is really firing.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Mayfield. This one caught left side by Evans. They get 19 on that pass play. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay.
You don't want to make a living off of making these kind of throws, Mike. It's one thing to throw into tight coverage, but it's another thing to throw into tight double coverage. And while the quarterback gets away with one here, I don't think you want to make a living doing it.
on 1st and 10. Here's Baker. He's going to run it. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 8-yard line. 13 yards on that one. Move the sticks. It's a 1st down. What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. 1st down and goal. This one caught at the 4. And he's in. Go Keith. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, this is Downs. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. Now he takes off.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
In motion comes Pittman. Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Richardson operating from the pistol. And that is incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
They'll try and run for it. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down. They'll wind up getting close to 10 yards on 4th and 1.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Richardson. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Richardson. He'll take a deep shot for Downs. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. Picked off by Zion McCollum.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
On first down is Mayfield. Looking downfield for Otten.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
On second down, Baker. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. They run with the Oregon man. It's Bucky Irving. And he'll find some space, taking it for 6 out to the 26-yard line. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Throwing is Baker. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was trying to fit that one in to Mike Evans. And it'll be third down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient. But at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to...
That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Zaire Franklin.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
The play action. It's Richardson. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
Not the worst play call there. I actually like third down screen game, especially when you're anticipating some pressure, an over-aggressive defense who's selling out to get to the quarterback. In this case, not a lot of room to operate. They don't convert. Brings up fourth down.
Gay's kick is good. And the Colts build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
They'll come up here, first and 10. Out of the pistol, it's Mayfield. Gets this one into the hands of his receiver, Godwin. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Buccaneers are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, this is down. And he'll be out of bounds just past the 25. On first down, they'll start with Taylor. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. And that ball incomplete.
Pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often. And it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
On fourth down, Richardson. He's got his man. That's down. And he's going to have a Colts first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving. And then some. Off the play fake, it's Richardson. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yard.
And he's going to take this all the way home. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Colts.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. That's Palmer, the man in motion. The 2nd down throw for Mayfield. This one intercepted. It's the safety, Julian Blackmon. On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Richardson will give it to Taylor. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. They'll go. Richardson. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. They'll come up for 1st and 10. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mayfield. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Here's a big one, this 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. They'll go. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look.
It's the venue that's had plenty of success come through it since the mid-2010s, as well as a few Lombardi trophies. It's GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Not a kicker or a punter here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And we're off from Arrowhead. Khalifa Raymond to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Goff taking it right to the air. And he nearly gave it away to start this game. Almost an interception, but instead, a gift. They get it back for 2nd down.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking for Sam Laporta with that one. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on these stud tight ends, that's big time.
Intended target there with Sam Laporta. And that brings up 4th and long.
I think we're starting to get a feel, aren't we, of why they like him so much in coverage. He reacts well to throws, is super adept at breaking up passes through contact, or like that one before they could ever reach the target.
Throwing again, it's gone. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. Drew Tranquil with the pick. And the Chiefs are going to be set up in goal to go after a great return down inside the 10. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
Has it in close. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. They'll give this up the middle, pushing for the end zone. And he lost the football. It's not loose. And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
Hey, listen, inside the 5-yard line, that ball needs to be welded to your body at times. Under no circumstances can it come free. Whether someone puts a helmet on it or not, and there's players ripping at it from both sides.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the first.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They go play action with Goff. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Drew Tranquil with the pick. And the Chiefs get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards of it.
And that is caught. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Reed now to kick this one away. Here's Raymond on the return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. They haven't caught him yet. And finally, this return ends. What an effort to get them down all the way to the 12.
You know, Kate, it's fun talking to these elite kick returners over the years and how much they visualize. As they're sitting back there waiting for the kickoff return, they're visualizing, well, a house call. And there was some serious explosiveness from him on that one. He may not have gotten all the way to the house, but he's setting his offense up in the red zone, which is pretty darn good.
3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. shotgun. Call. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Nick Bolton has it. And the Chiefs get it back after making their third first-half interception. From a building that can get louder than almost any in the National Football League, this is GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Young Kwaku has it all teed up. And we're off from Arrowhead. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. Completed to his running back. And this one does not go far. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 32. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on 3rd down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
3rd and long for Mahomes. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
A second down run by Pacheco. And they'll hold him up after a short carry to the 44. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And it falls incomplete. So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Penix to the air to start us off. Has him on the quick hitter. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Leo Chanel able to bring him down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
It is caught left side. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. We've finished 1 quarter in what's still a scoreless game. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Back for our 2nd quarter. It's Falcons football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Trying for a touchdown here. They connect on the deep shot. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Koo with the extra point. And they add one on to their 1st touchdown of the contest. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they'll have it a little shy of the 40 as he goes out. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. A 1st down carry for Pacheco. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. From the 36. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
3rd and short, here's Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs start to fight back with their 1st points of this game. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs tie this game 7-7. Reed now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Penix. All in left side. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Jaden Hicks there on the tackle.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Play action. Here's Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively. But listen, if you can't keep the quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Chiefs in a nickel set for this 3rd down call. Throwing Penix. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Trying for it with Penix. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but, man, the defense took that away, too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Called in by Worthy. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 24 on that play. And now they have a 1st and goal. Pirine has the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs get some late points and the lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Reed now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Ray McLeod. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. There's 35 seconds to go in the half as they are ready to begin their drive. Penix out 1st down. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing off the play fake here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Drew Tranquil with the pick. And the Chiefs get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. Second down, they go pass here, and it's intercepted to kill the drive.
And that is one way defensively to get your teammates off the field. That was all about anticipation. Great move there by the defender to take it away and put his offense on the field.
First down throw, Mahomes. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. Well, they had the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment because they throw an interception to give the ball right back.
And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball. Not often you see back-to-back plays end in interceptions, and we're right back to where we were just a couple moments ago.
On first down, here's Penix. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. That throw is looking for Kyle Pitts. So they're left facing third and long. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Throwing it just before halftime. He puts some power on a deep one left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock here with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Reed now to kick this one away. McLeod now returning it. He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set. First and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Here's Penix to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
1st and 10, a run to Robinson. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now 3rd down is so much harder.
And they get this down to the 28. Offense up to the line fast. Looking to throw. That's cut beyond the marker. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the result. A big gain. They got 15 and the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. On 2nd down, Robinson. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. It's a gain of 6, and they only need half of that now on 3rd and 3. Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless third quarter for us. It's Falcons football. A nice little help for them as they trail entering the quarter. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Back to throw it. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons now trail by just a point in the 4th. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Short pass brought in. Continuing to move past the 45. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
He'll throw it. He has the first over the middle. And they get this down to the 28. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. This is Pacheco. And he'll get down to the 21-yard line before he stopped. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Second and 3 now. It's Pacheco again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
So now here's 3rd and 5. He's back to throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. Harrison Butker out now. He knows how big this try is. This one from an even 40 yards out. That one is good. And late in the 4th, they have grabbed a lead.
That's called getting his job done, Kate, drilling it right through. And now they're in position to win this game. Now it's on some of those guys who are out there with them on the kick, those defenders, to hang on to this lead to give them the win.
And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Robinson on the inside give. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Setting up to pass. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. He'll look to throw it. Now he takes it, and he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
2nd and 3 now. Here he is to throw. Connects on the crosser. And he gets it to the 1, but goes out just before the goal line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Back to throw. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
Penix now against a blitz. And that's a touchdown. The catch is made, and they lead just before the end of this game. Now a crucial point after to stretch the lead beyond a field goal. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw Mahomes. Holding along the sideline by Hopkins. And he has that 1st down before stopping the clock. Just under 30 seconds left to work with. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City. Sending a receiver left. Mahomes on 1st and 10. Finds his man Rice. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
This defense did the best they could to track him as he ran all the way across the field, but eventually, you're just going to lose him. And that's when a completion was made. It turned it into a significant gain.
In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's 1st down. He brings it in. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
I don't care how good a secondary you are, how loaded you are with talent. When you've got time to allow a receiver to work from one side of the field all the way to the other versus zone coverage, well, you're going to make a defense pay.
Back to the air, Mahomes. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So now it'll be 2nd and goal. Again, Mahomes to throw. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. A close game is going to stay close, Brock, so long as plays like that are being made in big situations.
Yeah, in these tight games, you got to have your defense making plays just like that in the red zone. Here we got a defender in particular coming through with a big hit to keep points off the board.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Throwing now. Caught near the pylon. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. So a timeout's taken, just 5 seconds left. And after the pause, we're going to see our last play of the game. Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. To throw. And he's got it. He pulls in a game-winning touchdown with almost no time left. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
Reed now to kick this one away. This one not close to where it had to go. This drive is going to begin from the 40. Excellent field position for him here after the kickoff lands short. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. One final shot here. That's grabbed inside the 30. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Well, no louder place in Missouri or Kansas right now as the Chiefs get the win in Arrowhead. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Hayward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Kansas City.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway from Arrowhead. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs first down as he'll get this up to the 32. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. They go with a former Bengal facing his old mates. It's Samaje Perine. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Perine again on 2nd down. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. And Xavier Worthy, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle.
We welcome you to the Heartland, 7 miles from downtown Kansas City, GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium for more than a half-century, the home of the Kansas City Chiefs. We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And off we go here at Arrowhead. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run it here. It's Samaje Perine. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Second down and 3. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's caught. Travis Kelce. Room to maneuver at the 35. What about that? Out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. Mahomes connects with Kelce for a big one. It covers 51 yards. Slot man in motion right. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he's inside the 10, pushing forward for a gain of 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's to the right side and incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
This opening drive has been a good one, but will it continue? Here's a test on 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field. You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
Now, on the return, he has lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Play action now. Prescott. That one downfield for Cooks. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass. And it'll bring up second down. First carry now for Rico Dowdle. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Chris Jones, the All-Pro, there on the tackle. Second and 7. Play fake. Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He's going to let one go deep for Lamb. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. It's the Chiefs on top. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. And he'll take it on in. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good. The Cowboys move out to a 7-3 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Here's first and 10. To throw is Mahomes. This caught right side by Worthy. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds. These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
On second down, Pacheco. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. Got a man. That's Rasheed Rice. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup. The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback, but the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
On second down, Mahomes. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins was the intended target for that one. And it's going to be 3rd down. Right back to the air for Mahomes. To the goal line and in. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Chiefs. Harrison Butker now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs are on top. It's now 10-7. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. He'll let this go deep for Tolbert. He's got it. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
The biggest correlation between scoring points in the NFL is your ability to generate explosive plays. And oftentimes, the best explosive plays in the passing game happen when the quarterback is outside the pocket. And great example of it here.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Second down, Prescott. The open man is Tolbert. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. Prescott again. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, Dallas. Now Aubrey for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cowboys are on top. It's 14-10. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10 for Mahomes. Open man downfield. It's DeAndre Hopkins with the grab. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the second quarter clock. A pickup there of 28 yards. On first down, it's Mahomes. He's going to put it up, take a shot for Hopkins. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's a carry for Dowdle. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
They'll run with Dowdle. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short. Now Prescott. That is going to be intercepted by Trent McDuffie. And the Chiefs have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
On first and 10, it's Mahomes. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Mahomes back, under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Micah Parsons, too tough to stop, gets in to bring him down. Third and long for Mahomes. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Deron Black. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
Now Dowdle. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Mike Dana shuts that one down. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Dak to throw. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take over here at their own 22.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing is Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line.
The offense is able to land a big blow there, and I think what happened defensively, Mike, is just everyone was not on the same page. And when you do that at this level, the good offenses, they're going to make you pay for it. They've got to clean up those mistakes, make the offense have to earn everything they get.
1st and 10 now from the 36. To throw is Mahomes. He's going to try it here again. That'll be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over here up near the 40.
All right, so that's consecutive drives now. You've come out here and thrown interceptions. I think at this point, Mike, it's time to run the ball. It's time to give this offense a little bit of a reset, settle this quarterback down. And if nothing else, let's cool off this secondary. They are flying to the ball. They are taking chance after chance. Let's remove them from the defense for a while, make them defend the run, and let's get our offense back on track.
That's down the field for Lamb. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
A 1st down throw for Mahomes. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this 3rd quarter.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. To the sideline, he's got Hopkins. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's caught right side. It's Hopkins. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. Mahomes now to throw again. A short throw taken in by Kelsey. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To the air once more. It's Mahomes. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Here's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on downs.
And this is a tricky call for this coach. A field goal doesn't do you a lot of good, but a touchdown does. So I don't hate the call, but great job by this defense coming up with a stand and getting the ball back.
And a nice run. Get them about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Play fake. Prescott. Open down the field is Schoonmaker. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. On the ground, it's Dowdle. Not a whole lot there as he'll get to midfield, and that's all. And quickly, the clock stops again. Defense taking the timeout. $1:54 to go. Second down and 8. They'll drop to throw. A quick slant taken by Lamb. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Now KC going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they take it to the 20-yard line with that one. Right back to him on 1st down. Well, they weren't going to get him the 2nd time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain. Stick with him again. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. try to get this one on the ground. And the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try.